Let's talk about going big. Suppose we have 4 plus -8. That's -4. No problem. But what if we have 462 plus -891? That might be a problem. But let's look at it. 462 plus -891. So I'm going to draw a number line, but I'm not going to draw any tick marks, because if I were going to draw tick marks, 462 and -891, I would need a very big number line. So with this number line, I'm just going to label an origin, and I'm going to imagine where I might be approximately on this number line. In other words, if I start with the 462, that's going to be going to the right. And then from there, -891 is to the left, and it's going to be further past the origin. So the answer should be negative. Now to actually do this, I can imagine that 891, part of that's going to cancel out with the 462, kind of like the pluses and minuses. In other words, I can think of this as 891 minus 462 to give me 429, and I know the answer should be negative. So the answer, 462 plus -891, is -429. So, in general, here's what you do. First, determine if the answer is positive or negative, and a number line can help. Then look at the signs. If the numbers have the same sign, add them up and keep the sign. If the numbers have different signs, subtract the smaller from the larger and keep the sign of the larger. And then finally, check. Did you get the sign right? Let's look at another example. -2162 plus -5143. So I'm going to draw my number line, and I'm going to label the origin. And first I have -2162. That's going to be a jump to the left. And then I have -5143. That's another jump to the left. So the answer should be negative. And remember the rule, if the signs are the same, we're going to add them up and keep the sign. So 2162 plus 5143 is 7305. So that means that -2162 plus -5143 is -7305.